Okay.
Boy, sure I'm glad we're not live yet.
Are you-
Oh no!
Are you gonna be able to make it through this? Like, you've yawned like 6 times in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, hi everyone. Or no one.
Yeah. So, I'm not wearing the mask again on Twitch. I think the Dirt character with the mask, that's really good for our shows, like the video game losers and that new toy smell, that kind of stuff. Okay, so obviously doing something a little different here. Podcasts. We've we've run out of podcasts at the moment. One of the things that we've been doing with podcasts on Pop Culture Network for a while now is cultivating them, growing them, and then letting them kind of move out on their own. Which, like on the one hand, it kind of sucks to lose your podcast because that's like free content for us, right? But then on the other hand, it's kind of nice to like see people be able to kind of step out on their own and grow their own channel and stuff like that. So
We made you!
sure. So with that in mind, Fans of Power was the last podcast that we were hosting currently, and they just stepped out at the beginning of the year on their own fully. Like for the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months, they've been dual with Pop Culture Network and then also their own streams on like Spotify and Anchor and whatever. But then now with the new year, they're no longer with Pop Culture Network. We still like archive their stuff. We have their old stuff with us, but then they've also downloaded all the old stuff and put it onto their platforms as well. So like I was one of the hosts in the early days and did some offshoot special episodes and stuff like that. So now I'm a part of their history on their sites, and they're still on our site. So we still have overlap and stuff like that.
Free content.
But as far as everything new, they're out on their own. So we have no podcast at the moment. But you and I discussed the idea of doing a podcast here.
Aye.
And part of that is the idea of just sitting down and talking about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of doing... Because with Video Game Losers and That New Toy Smell, we kind of incorporated it, or we tried to for a while.
Yeah.
But it made the show go like an hour long.
Yeah.
And we realized that we were really losing... you'd watch the graph on YouTube of the people watching, and it'd be like, woo, after, a certain amount of time. So the idea is when we get back into putting out Video Game Losers and That New Toy Smell, it'll be, those 20-minute episodes or whatever, where you've got that video, that edited video chunk, you've got a little bit of discussion, you've got some question and answer, and then that's it. And it wraps up, pretty quickly. But then maybe a format like this might work better for some of the discussion stuff. Maybe even some of the ongoing longer Q&A. So for those of you listening only on audio...
I'm sorry.
at the moment, if you're only listening to audio through Podbean or Amazon Podcasts or iTunes or wherever our shows are going... we are going to live stream this, at least for now. The idea is when we do these, they will be on Twitch. So if you go to twitch.tv/PCN_dirt, you can find my Twitch channel, and we will do them here because I don't stream a whole lot of stuff otherwise.
I'm going to go ahead and throw my Twitch into here too, since I stream a lot. Twitch.tv/forthegamers. All of it is spelled like the word. And I'm just going to throw my Twitch in here.
You mean FOUR?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it in here because I stream a lot as well.
Well, I'm just saying it because the people listening to the audio, if they want to watch the video of us doing it,
yeah,
that's
but
where
I
they
want
can
to
go.
free promotion.
Sure, why not? And so this is a very stripped down. We're not going to do a whole lot of editing and stuff like that. We do have a Stream Deck, which right now only has like a few buttons set up. So we can only do we can do some basic stuff.
I don't even know what these buttons do.
Uh-oh. Did we just do something? I don't know. It blacked out for a second. And so I don't know if did we kill the stream or something? Okay, no. Stop touching things.
You're the one.
I know I had, but you tried to reach for it and stuff, so stop it. freaking me out, dude. All right. So this is going to be more of like the laid back kind of conversational stuff, and not worrying about doing all the heavy edits and stuff. Whereas those shows will be the heavy edits and
Yeah.
all of that kind of stuff. So you though,
Me, hi.
hi, what's up?
Me.
What's
Hi.
going on?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
What's
good.
new with you?
I mean, I see we have a question in the chat though, from For the Gamers. Why is the kid the coolest of the duo?
So you asked a question on your phone while we were sitting here because you're a little jerk.
A little narcissist.
Here's a better question: why am I not wearing a hat? Because now everybody can see like how I'm balding, right up through here.
Do you want mine?
No.
Too bad.
I've got one sitting over there. I just didn't grab it. We are also right in the middle of the first Polar Vortex of 2021, or right at the beginning, the start.
What's a polar vortex?
You never heard of that?
Nope.
So basically, the cold Arctic air is being pulled down into the continental United States, and so starting tonight, like the low is going to be 6, I think.
That's nothing.
And the wind chill is going to be like -1 or something like that. But for the whole rest of the week, it's going to be cold like that. We're in central Illinois, so we're halfway through the United States, and it's going to be cold all week. I think the high on Tuesday is going to be like 20, and then the low is supposed to be like -6 or something like that, and then plus wind chill. So it's really cold outside. So we do have a heater running. Hopefully there's not too much sound coming from that to mess things up, and that kind of stuff. But sorry this introduction is being so long and rambly right now. But
That's just a sign of what's to come.
yeah, that's a good omen for everything in the future. Okay, so you wanted to talk about some stuff though.
Yeah.
Stop typing. Stop.
No, I'm telling my friends that we're live to come
Okay.
watch.
All right. All right.
Ask questions.
Fine. Well, you can host this on your channel.
I could.
You could.
I could.
Yeah, you could. That would help, wouldn't it?
I sure could.
You have subscribers and stuff.
I do. I have a subscriber. That's true. That's true.
You even have people that watch your streams because you like play games and stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Which I did one stream so far this year.
Oh, good job. High five.
I did my Horde night. That was the most awkward high five you ever saw because I'm like, this is where I want a high five at, and that's where your head is. So there we go. I'm also laying back kind of weird because we have this on a table in between us. And for the people listening to audio, they're not getting any of this.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I don't know how to open chat.
So-
I'm not live. So.
Well, there's some way to host the stream. You can like go.
Yeah.
You can go to my channel and then say you can
I
host
just
it or something.
I just did. I can't figure out how to open the chat to put in the
Oh.
command.
You don't have to put in the command with the chat. There's some other way of doing it because I've done it before.
You're...
Maybe you have to do it through the web browser though, or like not on your phone. I don't know. All right,
But
you wanted to talk about a couple things. I've got a couple things to talk about. So far, we've wasted 8 minutes of time doing nothing really special.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, this will date this video by quite a bit and probably lose all of our viewers. But Fortnite. So if you
What about Fortnite?
if you haven't heard, Fortnite's doing some collaborations with other series and franchises.
Well, don't they do that all the time anyway?
Not really.
Well, they've like
I mean-
they've always had like Marvel characters.
They've done them
and-
before, but not to the extent of it right now.
So
And,
what's going on now?
right now, someone's creating portals between dimensions and bringing in basically hunters from other dimensions, like the Terminator, the Predator, Master Chief.
Okay.
So we're getting some cool characters like that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of curious, what are your thoughts on it? Are there any characters you're hoping to see? Like, if there's a character that gets in the game, will I finally be able to convince you to play the game again?
Not really. I mean,
If Tron gets in.
well, yeah. I mean, if Tron gets in, I would definitely buy it. I don't know how much I would play it though, but I would definitely buy it. I don't know. RoboCop would be cool.
Oh, he is likely. Possible.
Because I mean, if they got a Terminator, they might get a RoboCop.
And we also have Predator, so.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, a Tron I would buy, but again, I don't know that I would play it, but I would buy it just because it's a Tron, and I would, just to have it. But I don't know.
Because there's...
I guess I might, if they were to put in Tron, and I know they had the disc weapon before, but if they were to bring it back, or have it be like the actual, branded one, whatever.
Well, the thing, they can do that. They can't bring back the item because it was in the Battle Pass, which is limited edition, limited time, whatever. But they can do it where it's like, it's a backpack, and then you use it as like a harvesting tool, because they did that with like Captain America's shield.
Okay, but the item that they had wasn't an actual Tron disc.
Yeah, it was just looked like
it was a copyright infringement disc.
Yeah.
But I mean, the problem is Tron is Disney.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Although I guess technically Marvel is Disney.
Oh, yeah.
So it is possible. But if they were to bring back, if they were to put in Tron and bring back the disc weapon, I would buy them, and I would probably try the other mode, not the Battle Royale, the
zombie one,
the Save the World or whatever.
Zombie.
Yeah.
I just like for them to actually finish that and
but
give us our premium experience.
Right, but that's not multiplayer, right? That's a single player.
It is multiplayer.
Well, no, but it doesn't have to be, right?
No, it doesn't
you can
have
play
to
it as single player.
Yeah, it's 1 to 4 players. So.
Right, so I would just play that as single player. I'd probably do that. Because that's the thing. The thing is, I don't like multiplayer. I mean, on any games, really. Even when I play FIFA, I would much rather play against the computer because I can just pause it whenever, go to the bathroom, get a snack. If I play 2 or 3 and maybe I start to get bored or there's something else going on, I can just turn it off.
Yeah.
And see, that's the problem we always have with you little garbage scout, because there's always something that you forget about that needs to get done, like a chore or leaving the house to go do something.
Well, speaking of garbage scout, Scout Team Fortress 2, he'd be cool to see in the game.
Would he?
Yeah. It's possible because there was a baseball bat that some influencers of the Fortnite community received as like a, hey, here's some of the teasers to future characters. And there's also rumors of...
Maybe it's going to be a baseball player.
Oh, that'd be boring.
Because, I mean...
we already have... I mean, we do have soccer skins and NFL skins.
Right.
So
that would be my guess. It'd be baseball.
But, I mean...
Because it's
cool,
a baseball player.
It'd also be cool to see his Orange Box brethren of...
Although, I would like to see a cricket player with a cricket bat.
I think there already is a cricket harvesting tool. It's like a big sledgehammer.
It's like a big... No, because a cricket bat's a big flat bat.
I never seen a cricket bat. I thought it was just kind of like a hammer.
No, it's like a baseball bat, and then it's like flat. Like, imagine if you took a baseball bat, but then you flattened it, so it's kind of like a paddle.
Oh! I thought you meant like it was like a square. Like a 3D square.
No. Like a big rectangle with a...
Like a long pancake?
It's like a long rectangle with a little baseball bat handle.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Uh-huh.
That would be cool.
Gotcha.
All right, so... But, I mean, beyond that, I can't really think of... Because any other character that I would want, I would, like say, Superman, wouldn't work because he can fly.
Yeah.
And he can shoot from his eyes. And that really doesn't play into...
Well, the way they explain it in Fortnite is that the loop erases your memories, and then you don't know how to use your powers. You see, this is shown in the comics when...
Alright, so what do you want to talk about?
Whatever.
Oh, there's rumors about Five Nights at Freddy's coming to Fortnite.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
Why?
Because they're hunters. And it's all about gathering hunters.
I don't...
And if you look at the way the stuff is coded in the game, like for Ninja Tyler Blevin, when his skin was in the game, it was Tour Bus for Tyler Blevins, TB. And then there's something in the files called...
Who's Tyler Blevins?
He's Ninja.
Oh, okay.
And then the thing for Fortnite, it's Say for Five Nights at Freddy's, sounds like running sound effects, which is similar to what one of the characters does in the game. And it's titled French Fries, FF, Freddy Fazbear. So, there's a lot of talk about that.
So because there's a character code named French Fries, I think it's going to be Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. And the sound effect, and then where the portal is, but it's...
Where's the portal?
Next to a lake, which makes perfect sense, because in one of the games, if you go down too far into the code glitch world, you end up at a lake, and there's an old man who's fishing and tells you to leave the demon to his demons. And then you basically have to drown yourself in the lake in order to continue.
Huh. Weird.
This is the game you let us play.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I guess... But see, the other characters that I think would be cool would be like Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers and stuff like that, but they don't fit into the fast-paced shooting and whatever.
Neither do, I guess, the guy's name.
Terminator?
No.
Thor?
I mean, yeah, Thor too.
Captain America?
Yeah, them. No, there was a crossover. Oh, the Walking Dead people. 'Cause they're not all about like the fast-paced shooting. They're more like stealthily and taking down like groups.
No, they do fast-paced shooting too.
Do they?
They get in shootouts, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like, oh man, they're slow walking.
Well,
zombies.
no, because they fight each other. It's most of the show is humans versus humans.
But then why is it set in a zombie apocalypse? I want to watch them kill zombies. Then.
Because that's why I don't watch The Walking Dead. That's why I gave up on The Walking Dead. It's because most of the show is about humans versus humans.
So then why do you need zombies?
The zombies are there just, I don't know, to make a threat. But yeah, most of the show is like one group of humans versus another group of humans.
That's boring.
Yeah. All right, so, any other game news? So, anything else?
Doom.
Wait, let me ask you this. Why do I keep hearing about a KFC game console, and why don't we have it? How is that not in our house?
Because I don't think it's out yet.
But is this for real?
Yeah. It was originally announced for an April Fool's joke, and then later, I think like last November, they came out with like a more official trailer showing it off. It's called the KF console.
The KF console.
Yeah. And it's...
Okay, here's a... So this is a real thing?
Yeah.
This is actually going to come out?
Yeah.
It still says release date to be announced.
Yeah, TBA.
Oh, it's an Intel NUC. Okay. All right. So it's an Intel NUC. So a NUC, an NUC, that is Intel's small chip format computer. So actually, I have one sitting over in the drawer.
But what about our audio listeners?
Yeah, I know. So I'll just try to explain it. Basically, if you ever see a small box computer that is maybe the size of anywhere from the size of a cell phone to the size of a cigar box, that's a NUC. It's a I forget what it's network. I forget what it stands for, but it's Intel's small computing form factor. And the idea was originally you could build these small little computers and then they can be embedded in something else. So you would build a small computer and then like attach it to the back of a TV, and then you just have a giant computer screen with a TV built in. But you could also take it and built it into the back of the headrest on an airplane or in a luxury car or something like that. Or you could build it into a piece of machinery in a factory or something like that. So basically what they're doing is they're taking one of these and it looks like they're trying to beef it up so that it can actually do some decent gaming. They're trying to do, it looks like a terabyte SSD. Asus is making a GPU with 4K output. They're trying to do support for VR, which I don't know. And they're trying to do it so it looks like they have a swappable GPU slot. So it looks like you can buy a GPU to slide in there. So you've got graphics, and then as they come out with better ones, you could take it out and put newer ones in there and upgrade it as time goes by.
Well, on the bright side, since it can also is meant to like cook chicken, this is the one console that's okay to overheat.
Ray tracing, proprietary chicken chamber that can store and well, it can warm chicken, not cook it.
Okay, wow.
So it's more. I think it's more like to keep it warm. Like you would buy it from KFC, bring it home, stick it in the chamber, and then it just kind of keeps it warm so it doesn't get cold while you're playing.
So it's a microwave.
More like a cheap toaster oven.
Huh. So ours.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yeah. So that's what it is. It's basically going to be a.
K-
But that can still be expensive though.
yeah. You know,
Um,
KFC is kind of the fast food department that's on top of the gaming department right now, because they've made was it a dating sim, and I think they're also working on a mobile game.
Yeah, but they also did like a Lifetime or Hallmark movie.
It was like Kentucky Deep Fried Love, I think it was
something
called.
like that, and it was. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway, KF console. Huh.
Well, I know what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, in 2025 when it actually comes out, probably.
I don't know. They've already got the shell for it. I think it's ready to go out.
I guess we'll see.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, you started to say something about Doom.
Oh, yeah. As I say, Doom is having a crossover with Fall Guys.
How?
Oh, they're putting Doom characters into Fall Guys as costumes.
Oh, I was thinking the Fall Guys would be showing up in Doom levels.
Yeah,
like you'd have these little guys in
Yeah.
multicolored jumpsuits just running around hell.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I wouldn't complain.
Okay. So for anyone who's a fan of retro 80s stuff, if you remember the Thundercats,
All right, well, I'm gonna go have fun stream, everyone.
or well, for people of your generation, maybe you saw the Thundercats Roar cartoon on Cartoon Network.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it's part of that new generation of cartoons that all look the same, like Craig of the Creek and Clarence.
Okay,
And,
but those two shows are actually pretty decent, though. Clarence is pretty good.
well, Clarence is okay. Yeah, I'd give that one like a
7.
85 out of 100.
Yeah, I was thinking like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I've never seen Craig of the Creek, but
I
you know,
watched the first few episodes of it. It was
but you know how
pretty
those like basically look the same. Like they all have those
Yeah.
big round eyes and the
Yeah,
round shaped
yeah.
bodies and whatever. So they made a version of Thundercats that looks basically that same.
It's supposed to
way.
be like superheroes, right?
It's supposed to look like anime, like superhero anime.
That
basically.
doesn't-
And they turned it into like basically every other show on Cartoon
like
Network.
looks kind of like Teen Titans Go or style.
Kind of, yeah.
They're all kind of derivative of that.
Although like worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Teen Titans Go was made to look kind of like a chibi.
yeah, it doesn't look terrible. Like,
But the main reason, well, okay, we won't talk about Teen Titans Go. People go. But here's the thing. So there's a company called Super 7, and Super 7 for several years they got the Masters of the Universe license.
yeah.
So they brought back Masters of the Universe figures, and they had them for pre-order. You could only get them, through mail order, whatever. Then they, started figuring out ways to bring different Masters of the Universe stuff to stores. They did those reaction figures we did the video
Right.
of.
That was the first video I worked on.
Yeah.
Actually.
So on that new toy smell. So then they did enough with Masters of the Universe that it made Masters of the Universe popular enough again that Mattel took it back. And now Masters of the Universe are back in stores. Now in Walmart, you can walk in there. Wave 1 is out. Wave 2 is supposed to be on the way, or it might actually be out in some places. Of course, not around here, because where we live, we're like 3/4 of the way through the distribution chain, so it takes quite a while for stuff to get here.
Only one question. When's the TV show coming out? They've got to make one, right? Because that's kind of what he
Actually, they've been pushing for a movie for several years.
Okay.
They're trying to make a movie through, I think, Sony Entertainment.
Hey, you want to be a writer? You want to
No,
write
no,
a He-Man movie?
no, because no matter how you write it, everyone's going to complain. It's going to be one of those movies that it doesn't matter how it's done, it doesn't matter how faithful it is, it doesn't matter how good it is, everyone's going to complain.
I feel like it could be done though. I'm not a big He-Man fan. I know He-Man, the Cat, Skeletor, And then
The cat?
Thundercat.
Thundercat? No, not the Thundercat. All right, so anyway, so Super 7 now, since they don't have Masters of the Universe, they started to transition into Thundercats, and now they've been doing Thundercats figures for a while. They've announced that they are doing the Thundercats Vehicle, the Thunder Tank. The Thunder Tank, they're taking pre-orders for it now, and they've announced that the Thunder Tank will be 27 inches long, which is over 2 feet.
Yeah. I know
Okay,
that.
17 inches wide.
That's
it
under
can,
2 feet.
It can carry up to 6 Thundercats figures. It's big enough that if you took the original Thunder Tank that came with the original toy line in the 80s, you could take 4 of them and put them side by side, and they would fit in the amount of space that this Thunder Tank takes up. The only problem is it's a pre-order. They're taking orders now to see how many to actually produce.
Well, let me guess the price.
Well, you just saw the price. You were looking at my screen. You saw the price. You know the price. The price is $450. Which means I will never own one.
Well,
much like the Castle Grayskull that they did for the Masters of the Universe figures, that was several $100s. This is another one of those things where it's just so expensive. And I understand, like, it's big. Like, they are making something that's huge. But
I feel like whenever they make something big like this, they should offer a smaller version for the fans who can't afford something like that.
I mean, I don't know about needing to make one that's smaller. I mean, the figures that they're making are like 8-inch, 10-inch, something like that. I mean, they're big figures, right?
I mean, yeah, fair.
So to make a thing to scale, it has to be large.
Yeah.
You know.
What if you just want one for the shelf?
Right. Well, I mean, they make a Hot Wheels.
Oh well, that fixes everything.
So
I have no complaints.
There we go. I just, it's so expensive. I almost feel like there needs to be a version that is a plastic base and then maybe cardboard, where you would pop it out and fold it and slot it and put slot A into tab B and whatever and fold and put the pieces, so you basically have a shell. It's just a cardboard shell on a base with wheels, and there's a space for 2 figures to sit down to drive it, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that would be like $20 or whatever for these giant figures. But it looks cool. I'll give them that. And when you look at some of the photos for it, I mean, it does look very cartoon accurate. It does, really convey the style from the show. It's, if you look at the other Thunder Tank from the original toy line or the one that they redid in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, whenever Bandai redid the Thundercats, those had a lot more detail to them. This one, they've simplified the detail so it looks like the cartoon. So this is more of a cartoon accurate to that original show. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, $450? Like, how many of these really are they going to sell? And I know there are people that are going to jump on it like scalpers who are going to, they're just going to buy it so they can turn around and put it on eBay for $600 or $800 because they know there are going to be people who are going to want it, but they're going to have to wait until like the tax return next year or something like that, or the next stimulus check or something. And so, I just.
But another thing, a question is, who are they making it for? I assume the fans of the classic show, because $450 isn't really worth it's too much for like a Christmas present or
right.
present.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a collector's item for adults.
Yeah.
This is not for kids. This is not. Nobody's buying the figures for their little children, and no
Yeah.
one's going to buy this for their kids to play around with. This is one of those things that, yeah, they will buy it. They'll pose it with some figures on their shelf, or buy it and leave it in the box, maybe.
Yeah, 'cause-
But I think most people who have it will open it and take it out just to at least show it off.
yeah.
But like, I can't imagine. I hate paying this much for a video game console.
That's true. He
I
does.
can't imagine paying this just for a vehicle. As like, they've had Tron figures that were $300. I didn't pay $300 for. I wouldn't pay $300.
Why
for.
not?
They were special edition, limited San Diego Comic-Con. Come in a cardboard box with a little neon light, so it looks like they're inside an arcade machine and whatever. And it's like, nope, that's just too much. Like, I'm not going to pay that. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just-
But you'll buy 5 Tron pop figures of the character.
well, yeah, because pop figures always go on sale.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the thing about pops is that they overmake them, and so you'll always be somewhere where eventually it'll be like buy 2 get 1 free, or
Yeah.
buy 1 get 1 half off,
Yeah,
and
and-
so it's like, okay, well then I'll take some Trons.
And no one buys pops at full price. No, that's crazy.
I buy 1 or 2 at full price, and then I wait for the
I
sales.
buy.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, I have a lot of pops. I was counting the other day. I have over 50.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I have over 50 Funko
Of course,
Pops.
there are going to be people listening to this going, "I've got 480 pops. What do you mean? I've got 970
Well,
pops."
to be fair, most of mine are Marvel or video games.
Yeah.
So it's actually I have a few Lightning McQueen ones of Lightning McQueen, not cars, specifically Lightning McQueen.
Hmm.
So there's
You have
that.
Lightning McQueen pops?
Yeah,
I didn't know you had.
yeah, they have car pops, and they don't even really look like pops. They just kind of look like
Yeah.
stylized car figures. I mean,
Yeah. I guess.
they look neat. I like them.
I think I remember one of them, I guess, now that you mention it, but I didn't realize you had more than one.
Yeah, because there's Ramon, I think his name is, like the purple car who's all about like coloring,
Right.
and who also becomes teal and then has like fires.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember when we got that.
And he's dating like the not Sally but the other blue female car.
Right. The one who owns the
Pit stop.
gas station diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I remember way too much about this movie.
You watch that movie all the time.
I think I ended up. What did you think? Like over 450 times? You thought
Something
it was?
like that, yeah. When he was little, he loved that movie. Like, it came out, of course, when he was little. That was the Pixar movie of when you were born.
Yeah.
So you not only watched it, but there were times you would watch it in the morning, then we would have lunch, and then you'd want to watch it again in the afternoon. So there were times, and you don't even like we're not a house that watches racing. We're not a
No.
NASCAR house.
No.
We don't really care about like cars in general.
Nope.
It's weird.
Because I remember there's also, I forgot what his name is, but he lives in like the tent thing.
Fillmore
Yeah. I think
or
it was-
Sarge?
No, not Sarge.
Okay, so Fillmore.
He was the one who's all about drinking the oil and whatever.
Yeah, that's Fillmore.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember way too much.
Yeah.
There's Doc Hudson. He lived in the shack, and he had the trophy. I forgot what it's called.
The Piston Cup?
Yeah, the Piston Cup.
You did what in the cup?
You won in the cup.
All right. So anyway, I don't know. $450 is just like, that's just too much for me to spend on something like that. Like, I could pay that for a computer
Yeah.
that's going to last several years. I could pay that on car repair.
What a timely joke.
I don't know. That's just way too much though for a single. I don't like. I'm trying to think. Like, what's the most I've ever paid? I don't think I've ever paid. Well, for a single toy or collectible, I've paid more than 100, but I don't think I've paid more than 2. I've never paid more than 200, but I've probably paid 150 for a Voltron.
That's a fair price though. Voltron's cool.
But that was to get 5 lions,
Yeah.
big 5 lions, and I think that was one of my first YouTube checks.
Yeah.
I think when I got one of my first YouTube
Yeah.
payment checks I bought a Voltron.
Wow, I am just like you. Whenever I get paid, it's going right away.
But not to Voltrons.
No, I go to Fortnite and Steam games.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, speaking of Fortnite, I'll have you know I'm actually saving up for a character. He was in the 30-day shop rotation, so every 30 days he was back out, and now it's been 3 months.
Come on, please.
So you just want him, like, he was supposed to come back out in 30 days, and
Yeah.
it's been 3 months since his...
Yeah.
So are they not going to re-release him then?
Oh, we all know.
So you had your chance.
Yeah.
He was rotated for a while, and then they were like, okay, no one's buying them, so they decided not to put him back out.
Like the skins I use, the Plague Doctors, they're my favorites. They haven't been out for over a year.
Well, yeah, because when you've got a worldwide plague...
Oh, that's the character's name. That's like...
Worldwide plague?
No, Plague. It's Plague and Scourge.
Oh.
And they're Plague Doctors.
Who's Scourge?
She's the female one.
Ah, okay.
Instead of being all about potions, she has a really long skirt that has crazy physics.
Potions?
Yeah.
The plague doctor has potions?
Yeah, he's like green potions on him and bottles. And
Oh.
his pickaxe is like a herald's wand,
Huh.
but has like wings coming out of it. It looks cool.
Sure, why not?
I like Plague Doctors. Their designs are cool.
All right, so anyway, as you can tell, this show is just kind of like a rambling bunch of nonsense about random stuff, whatever we're going to talk about. If anybody has been with Pop Culture Network for a long time, you remember some of the old shows like It Figures, the Toy and Action Figure podcast, some of that type of stuff from back in the day. This is going to be similar to that. Comaholics, although you're not going to be drinking. I might drink a little.
We have milk, okay? I can drink milk.
If you must drink and drive, make it milk and a Schwinn. What?
I don't know what a Schwinn is.
A bicycle.
I was gonna say I could drink hot sauce instead.
What? What were you going to say?
I was gonna say I could drink hot sauce instead.
Oh. I thought you were going to say something else before that.
No, like whenever you take a drink, I take a shot.
All right, so you can always send us questions and whatever if there's something you want to talk about or topics or whatever. Obviously you can leave comments wherever this is going to be posted on YouTube or Podbean. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Amazon Podcasts or any place like that, you can leave comments there. We'll probably not see them because I don't ever think to check places like that except for like maybe once a year. So if you want to ask a question or leave a comment or something like that, you can send an email, dirt@popculturenetwork.com, or you can call our 24-hour voicemail line. It's area code 217-953-4025, and that is a Skype number that goes to a voice mailbox. So you can actually just call and leave a voicemail, and it'll just record it, and then we can download it, maybe even play it back during the show and then respond to it, and that kind of stuff.
You can also contact us on like Twitter or Reddit if you
Sure.
really want to give us a question. If you want to drop by my streams and leave a question, like if you're watching my streams at twitch.tv/forthegamers and you hear me say something, you want me to elaborate.
Right. I mean, obviously, if you come to YouTube and you see this live stream, you can leave a comment on YouTube. Sure.
Of course,
we'll see it there. But my point is, if you're listening to this and you're through for instance,
yeah.
I got emails for a while from a couple of Russian guys because our podcasts were being picked up by some Russian podcast aggregator site, and they were being uploaded to this Russian website. And so they were listening to the podcast on this Russian website.
But we're not Russian.
Doesn't matter. Well, most Russians know English, I guess.
All right.
And so they were listening to it, and so people could have left comments on that website and questions and stuff.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and if they did, I'll never see them because I don't know what the website was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if any of our Russian listeners out there know what website that was, let us know.
I do have a VK profile, so if you're on VK, you can find me on there.
You also have an AOL account, right?
I check an account. I used to have an AOL email.
I was making a joke.
It might still be active.
Oh
I don't
gosh.
know.
You're an old man.
I have a Yahoo one somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because at one time I would just go and set up an email account with everything. So as soon as something would open, I would set up an email account.
Oh my gosh.
So I've got email accounts out there. They're probably deactivated now because I haven't logged into them in forever. But
You were that guy, huh?
yeah, I used to have an ICQ account that was 762-507, but then some Russian hacker people took it over, and I was able to get it back once, and then they hacked into it and took it over again, and now ICQ won't give it back to me. Because I guess, I don't know, maybe the hackers paid them money for it or something, because it's like a low number,
Yeah.
because it's only 6 digits, and now if you get like an ICQ account, you get like 10 digits or something like that.
Wow, you're like a classic. Wow.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, I got that account in like 96 or something
now,
like that.
question: what's ICQ?
It was messaging, online instant messaging.
Wow, that sounds so.
Okay, think of the letter I,
Uh-huh.
the letter C,
Yeah.
the letter Q.
What?
But say it real fast. I seek you. I seek you.
Oh, I thought it was like Iqua.
So anyway, my point being though, obviously you see this on one of the Pop Culture Network branded channels, wherever, or websites, or my personal site or channel, whatever, his sites, channels, whatever, that's fine. Obviously, we'll see them there, but anywhere else you might happen to see this where it gets picked up and rebroadcast and embedded and whatever, and you want to ask a question, leave a comment, it's just safer to send an email, dirt@popculturenetwork.com, or leave a voicemail, area code 217-953-4025. And again, that's a Skype voicemail number, so no one's going to answer. If you're nervous about talking on the phone, and you don't want to talk to somebody, you don't want to disturb somebody at 2:00 in the morning, it's fine. Just call.
If you want to talk to someone on the phone, my phone number is
no. Although, maybe we could do a chat sometime. No, because I'm sure someone's going to call in and say bad words that we don't need to have on the stream.
like poopy.
Like poopy, yes. Poopy words.
No,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
No, please. What words are you thinking
All right.
of?
So here's the last thing. Here's the story that you alluded to earlier when I was talking about spending money on car repairs. So you just had a birthday.
I did just have a birthday. Wow. Mm-hmm. How'd you know?
Well, I've been there since before day one.
Wow.
And so we left town.
Indeed.
Do you want to say why?
So I could talk to my girlfriend.
Yeah. So his girlfriend lives out of town. And so we left town to go visit her. You and I went.
Yeah.
His sister and my wife, they stayed home. So it was just the two of us. We were gone for a few days. We leave. We're, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes out of town. We get a blowout on our tire in the middle of a snowstorm. We end up having to use roadside assistance to get towed. Spend $116 to get a new tire. Drive down there, take care of everything, stay at a hotel for a couple days. We actually had a nice time. It was fun, I picked up a Destro, which we're going to do a video on for that new toy smell. I got it sitting back there.
What's a Destro?
From G.I. Joe.
What's G.I. Joe? G.I. Joe is also in Fortnite.
Which, by the way, I do have the Pimp Daddy Destro from the G.I. Joe, whatever they call that. The one everybody was freaking out about last year. That's the Walmart and Target and whatever. Oh. But anyway.
You know a lot about this G.I. Joe
Yeah,
stuff.
whatever. I'm like not into G.I. Joe, but Anyway, so we're coming back. And we get around St. Louis, Missouri, and it's snowing again. Like down where we were at, it was kind of warm. It was in the 50s for most of the time during the day, whereas apparently here it was snowing. It was cold. We're coming back. We get up around St. Louis, and it's snowing. There's like 3 inches of snow. There's slush.
Slush.
My navigation keeps saying like, your estimated time of arrival is an hour and 45 minutes. And it's like, it's an hour and 55 minutes. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes because there's so many accidents on the highway that traffic keeps having to slow down. It keeps backing up. So finally, I'm just like, okay, let's reroute. Let's just reroute and get off the highway and, find another road. We end up on a 2-lane, like State Highway 100 in Missouri, and it's fine. Like it's not slick at all. It's 2-lane and it's curvy and it's going up and down hills and back and forth, but it's totally fine, no problem.
We're having a great time.
Making super primo time to get back on schedule. And I realized that we only have a quarter of a tank of gas left. So I figure, you know what? We haven't hit St. Louis yet. We're still west of St. Louis. We should find a gas station. We should pull over. We should fill up the tank, grab some snacks.
You said my name.
Yes, Philip. We'll grab some snacks, fill up the tank, and then we'll head home, and we can get home nonstop. This will be our last bathroom break, everything like that. And also, gasoline is cheaper in Missouri than it is in Illinois because every state except, I think, California and New York has lower taxes than Illinois.
Yeah. So we stop in, we get gas, and we're on our way, and we get it home in an hour.
No. So we come around a curve, and we're coming down a hill, and there's a gas station. And I say, perfect. We'll just come down, and we'll pull off, and we'll fill up with gas. So we're coming down the hill, and we go to turn, and the gas station parking lot has not been plowed. So unlike the road that we're on, which is perfectly fine, no slick spots, no problems driving, the moment we go to turn off into this gas station, the van just immediately starts to slide. And we just, bam, right into a concrete median, right on the driver's side front wheel of the van. And we jack the axle into the transmission, and we total the van.
Yeah. What I was thinking at that time, I was watching a YouTube video about rats.
Okay.
And so I have my headphones in, I'm listening, I'm drinking my tea out of the gallon or whatever you got me.
Oh, that's right.
And so I put the lid back on, I sat down, and you're like, hold on. I'm like, pause video. What? Boom! I was completely unprepared. And then the tea I'm drinking just like flies forward.
Hey, it didn't spill, though.
That's true. I did put the cap back on for
Yeah,
once.
so that was good.
So I almost choked.
So what we end up doing is, grabbing, like, I'm kind of looking at it. Like, at first I'm like, well, it's not that big of a deal, right? It's like the wheel is bent. But we don't realize, like, the extent of the damage. But I'm looking at it and, like, the wheel is bent. It's not that big of a deal. But we obviously can't drive it. It's bad enough. So call insurance. We get all that stuff set up. And then I realized that this is worse than I thought. So we start packing up the stuff from the van as much as we can into our suitcases and our backpacks. We end up having to get a rental car. Luckily, our insurance covered it, and we were able to drive back. But our van was considered a total loss. It got junked. And so we ended up having to go out and find a new van. So it's been quite a week. That was the most expensive birthday you've ever had. And I knew it was going to be expensive because we went out of town on a trip, and I knew we were going to have to buy gas and food. We got a hotel. That was expensive for your birthday right there.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was going to cost us a whole van
a worthy
for your birthday.
A worthy sacrifice.
So let me ask you this. Is she worth it?
Yeah.
She better be. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, with the amount of fun we had, it was worth it.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this show. Don't forget, you can always email me, dirt@popculturenetwork.com. You can call the 24-hour voice mail line. It's 217-953-4025. You can find him on Twitch, twitch.tv/forthegamers, FOURTHEGAMERS.
Yeah.
All one word. Thanks for watching. What?
And don't forget, I'm the coolest here.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what the chat message says.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.